Now listen to yet another story concerning this bandit on the right. This is Bandit Dysmus. At the time of the birth of Christ, which was 33 years prior, a voice went out through an angel to Joseph for him to take the infant and his mother, the supremely holy mistress Theotokos, and for them to flee Jerusalem of Judea, to leave to Egypt for fear of Herod, when he had ordered that all the infants found who were 3 years old and below be killed. All this took place in order for them to kill Jesus. At that time, Joseph took the infant and his mother, and they went to Egypt, while a donkey trotted alongside them to carry them by turns down the road. As they drew near to the area of Egypt, both Joseph and the Theotokos were hungry. Immediately, they saw a fruitful and fully ripe date palm tree. Then the Theotokos said, "Bend, my good tree, and grant us some of your ripe fruit." After she spoke this word, the tree immediately bent, and they took of its fruit as much as they needed to eat. And again the tree stood up just as before. Then they again traveled the road. When they had passed a little farther, they met this bandit, that is to say, Dysmus. When the bandit saw the Theotokos, he was amazed by her beauty, like a star shining from heaven. And when she held the infant on her breast, the bandit also came near and bowed down to her, even though he did not know that she was the Theotokos. He said to her,
"In truth, my lady, if God had a mommy, I would want to say that it is you."
And he invited her, along with Joseph, to come to his house. He brought them to his house and entrusted them to his wife, saying,
"Wife, I am leaving for the hunt. As for you, show them hospitality, as much as you can to do them honor, until I am recalled from the hunt of wild animals, and we pay the noblest honor to this noble foreigner. For, as it would appear, she is from the noblest lineage."
Then the bandit departed to hunt wild animals, according to custom. Now the same bandit also had his own child, and it was leprous from birth. It was inconsolable. That is to say, it never stopped crying day and night. Now this wife of the bandit made hot water to bathe the infant of the Theotokos. After she had first bathed the child Jesus, she also bathed her own leprous child from the water left over from Jesus. And immediately the child was healed from leprosy and all manner of its infirmity, and it ceased from crying. Now, when the bandit came from the hunt, they arranged a table and honored her. Now, after they had sat down at the table and had eaten, the bandit remembered his child and said to his wife,
"Where is our child?"
And she told him, "Know in truth that, just as you enjoined me to show hospitality to this woman, I prepared hot water in order for her to wash her infant, just as is customary for children. And she bathed her infant, and I washed our child in the after-wash from her son. Immediately, it was healed from every infirmity. And it was at peace, by God's favor, and never wailed much, as had been its custom. As it appears, I think that this noble woman is favored by God Most High, and through her favor our child is healed." She brought forth the healed child, peaceful and bright-eyed. When the bandit saw his child healthy, he was amazed from this wonder. And he said,
"I swear, by the Most High, because I did not hear its crying as always, I thought that it had passed away from this world. And I think in truth that this is a noble woman who has come to us to keep many prayers from God Most High."
He bowed down to her and thanked her profusely, and he did whatever he could through her for as long as she was in the areas of Egypt. Now after her sojourn, in order for her to come again to Judea, that is to say, to Jerusalem, the bandit accompanied her with all exceeding joy and honor. And he scouted ahead of her to see her away from every treacherous, dangerous, and difficult area. When they drew near to a good area, he penitently begged her to return to his house. And he thanked her with a completely honorable thanksgiving. And the all-pure Theotokos replied, "Go in peace. I wish that at the proper moment the reward for what you did for us will return to you." Now behold such a bandit. For this reason he was made worthy even at this time, the time of the crucifixion. The one who did such things, whatever things were commanded him, was made worthy through the favor of the merciful Christ and his mother, so that he would become a martyr on the cross together with Christ. And he spoke as the scripture said, "Remember me, Lord, when you come in your kingdom." Then Jesus said, "Truly, truly, I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise." Therefore, through such a good confession, he became a partaker of the divine kingdom.